Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike. This is, I forget what part this is. This is another video on me working on my 65 Galaxie right here. I'm going to give you kind of a little front end shot. I got the fenders, temporarily put it on there. I needed some inspiration to take a shot of what it looks like. So, here we are in my shop. It's a little after 2 in the afternoon, nice 59 degrees in here, which is perfect for working. I got the old kerosene heater working there. I'll be turning that off pretty soon. Here again, the windshield is out, all cleaned up. A couple of rust spots I gotta fix up. What I'm working on right now is the back window. Removing that. Taking out all of the old sealant that's on the side there to make it easier for the knife. I'm gonna set you up a little bit here. I didn't get it all dug out yet. I know I didn't take any videos of taking out the windshield, so I'm gonna shoot a little bit here. I got some left in here yet. Kind of see what it looks like here. It's pretty old, pretty, you know, almost all original. I think they did a lot of work on the windshield. I think they had a bunch of leaks there. So what I'm going to do is set you up. What I do is I take the knife, kind of score the edges a little bit here, and then try to dig it out a little bit with this little screwdriver to get this stuff out, to get it down to the edge here. There's still sealant underneath the glass. And then I have the other knife over there. You'll see when I bring that out. That's that two-handled one. So I'll set you up a little bit here. Have do a little struggle how I do it. And then probably when I do the actual perimeter of the underneath, I'll put you on a time lapse for that. Hopefully I'll get the glass out without breaking it. I don't think, from all my research, I don't think you can get replacement rear glass. You have to source an original. Windshields, I think you can still get. But rear glass, I think they're kind of hard to get. So I'm going to hopefully not break it or crack it or anything like that. So I'll do my best, take my time, and we'll see how we turn out. All right, here we go. Cut this out. We'll start with a razor blade. Cut down the edge of the glass without scratching it. Take a couple times to do it, just to release the sealant from the side of the glass. So, it might take a couple times to do it, because it won't cut through all the way the first time unless you got a really, really sharp blade. Mine's starting to get dull. And there are a couple of places where I cut through and I get down to the metal and it feels kind of crunchy. I think it's rusty. And I think there's going to be some repair. Probably some right here. There's a couple little spots over there. There are these clips that help hold the trim on. You know, they're all over. I'll document where those are. There should be one here, it's gone. There should be one here. It's all rusted out. This was what's left of it. There ain't much left of that guy. So, yeah, that's what it is. So, hopefully I can source some replacement. I think I can. Continue on here. And then I'll go along the actual car body itself. Again, to release sealant from the side. This has not been as bad as the windshield. The windshield, I think they were trying to stop some leaks. They just filled everything up. So Hopefully this will come out easier. Then I got a small screwdriver that I know will fit in between, and I start to dig it out gently without prying on the glass, because that's when all of a sudden it'll crack, or little chips of glass will come out. So I work in small pieces and kind of peel it out, grab a hold of it. And, here, let's see if we can get this going here. This is one of those clips. Sometimes if you can get a good streak going, you pull these out in long chunks. I already did all the rest of it. This is just the last piece. I wanted to film a little bit of it for you. I know it's boring for me too, but gotta get done. That's a pretty good chunk. I got a clip I gotta work around. From what I can see, these almost looks like they're screwed in. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. I'll find out after I get the glass out. The ones on the windshield, they're little teeth, they'll spread in there and they clip in. This looks different. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna get out of there. So now see, they're pretty good yet. So now what I'm gonna have to do, I'll do a little bit on regular film video. Now I'm going to get the heat gun out, and it'll kind of warm up the sealant that's underneath the glass. It makes that knife easier to pull through. I'll video a little bit of that at regular time so you can see. The rest I'm going to do it time lapse. Probably set you up in a different position so you can kind of see everything. So hang on. I'll go get the heat gun and the knife, and we'll go from there. All right, here's that tool I was talking about. Got an angle blade on it. It's got a cut edge on both sides, so it'll go both ways. And what I'm going to do is get that hooked underneath the glass, and then you grab it like this, whichever is more, yeah, probably this way. And you guide it with this, and you pull it with the handle here, and it's slow going. You know, you got to take your time. I know those guys who replace glass, they go, you know, they say in and out in 10, 15 minutes. Well, I don't know what they do, but good for them. It's going to take longer than 10 minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll probably I'm going to find a place where I can get this in, because, you know, it's so wide here, you got to get it in there, and then you got to turn it to get it underneath the glass. There's only so much width you can get in, and then you can turn it underneath the glass and then do your pulling either up or down. I think I'm going to start at the bottom, get it in, and pull it up, because there's not enough room to get in between, but down here there is. So I'll start at the bottom and see what I can do coming up. See if these clips bother me or not. Try it. First I'm going to heat it up, so it's going to be a little noisy. That went pretty easy. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set you up on time lapse so you get the idea how that works. I went back and forth a couple of times because when you heat it up, it cuts through it, but then as it cools, it kind of likes to melt back together. So I just wanted to make sure that it was separated. And yeah, I can see the glass moving now. So it's working. So time lapse, here we go. Okay, that's it for the time lapse, and if you kind of watch the time lapse, you can see what I did. Got the glass loose, just gently, kept heating it up because there was some little stickiness on the thing. I put some wedges underneath there, and here's what we got. We got everything kind of loose here, ready to go. I'm going to pull it out. And I'm going to set it up on this stand here. This is a body panel stand. Take it out, and usually like to lay them on here, curve down, you know, basically the outside down. It sits in there really nice. So I'm gonna put you on the tripod, and we'll get that baby taken out, and hopefully I don't drop it. If I drop it, then we'll see what happens. So. Got it out. Here's what we got. Got the glass out. I suspect that there's some rust. I don't know if there's any holes in there yet, but it looks like it leaked there. A little bit here. A bit up there. I haven't seen anything down here, but you can see some signs of rust under here. Take a look at the other side. Stuff is pretty sticky yet. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I won't be able to tell until I get this stuff off. So. But there you have it. Well, I got the fun job of cleaning this guy off. I did the windshield. Sorry I didn't take any pictures of the aftermath, but it turned out pretty nice. Got it all cleaned up. I'll do the same with this. And what I do is I'll put painter's tape on the edges here, just to kind of protect the edges, and safely put the glass inside my home, which is right here, because I don't have any room in here right now, and there's work I got to do in here. I got to panel the walls and everything, so I don't want to be moving around the glass. So it's going to end up in the house. So kind of around here. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Please hit the like, subscribe, and send me some comments. So far, video number 1, I've gotten over 200 views, which is awesome for me. Second video, not so much, but it's only been up for a little bit. So I will continue on with this project and kind of keep you in the loop. And like I promised, like I said in the first video, gonna kind of give a lowdown on what the guy I bought the car from, what his plan was, which I'm not gonna do. So I'll probably do that on the next video, show some of the things that he did, and I'm gonna keep some of it that way, but I'm not gonna go all the way. So like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time.